Razer's Blade series of laptops have for a long time been one of the best designed Windows options on the market. What really piqued my interest was the Blade 18 launched this year. It remains the only 18-incher with a clean design that does away with unnecessary features and the numeric keypad. I think that the 16:10 aspect ratio is better in a laptop, for it offers more display area for the same body size. However, the Blade 18 is too expensive. By chance, I noticed that the Blade 17 was on clearance sale. After some contemplation, I decided to get one as my personal laptop for the next few years. Why did I get the Blade 17 over a 2023 model year laptop? Comparable laptops in 2023 use 13th Gen Intel HX series CPU with NVIDIA RTX 40 series GPU. They are markedly faster in benchmarks. However, since I do not play games, certainly not on a laptop, raw power is only one of the many considerations. There simply aren't many good options that meet my criteria, which are as follows. First, at least 16-inch matte display with good color, no PWM, and in QHD or higher resolution. Second, all metal construction. Third, good port selection. Fourth, preferably no numeric keypad. Fifth, upgradable RAM, unless 32 GB or more comes standard. Sixth, preferably 2 M.2 slots. The only other options that come close are the HP ZBook Studio G10 and HP Omen Transcend 16. Both are more expensive than the 2022 Blade 17, and the Blade 17 has almost 4 cm wider display, which can be good when two windows are open side by side and in video playback. What are the best things about the 2022 Razer Blade 17? There are a number of things that I really like about this machine. 1. The laptop is simply beautiful. Unlike other gaming laptops, it looks minimalist and clean. There is no childish decor anywhere. 2. The material used in the Blade 17 is fantastic. Almost every surface is anodized aluminum. I'm not sure, but even the bezels have that anodized aluminum feel to it when you glide your finger across the surface. The only plastic part is the hinge cover wherein the antennae presumably reside. 3. The connectivity options are great. In fact, the Blade 17 is better than anything new on the market today in this regard. There are 3 USB Type-A, 2 Thunderbolt 4, HDMI, 2.5 gigabits Ethernet, and a full-size SD card reader. Even the new Blade 18 has only 1 Thunderbolt port. 4. The speakers are quite good for a laptop. Sure, they're not close to any real speakers, but they are great for YouTube videos and podcasts. Since they occupy the space that would otherwise be taken by the numeric keypad, I'm doubly cheaper. 5. The glass touchpad is not bad either, though its palm rejection is not perfect. 6. The Full HD webcam is very good for video conferences. 7. Network speed is fantastic wired or wireless, as is the SD card reader. 8. The 280-watt gallium nitride charger is light and compact and emits very little heat. What are things that I wish could be better? Even though the Blade 17 hits many pluses, it is by no means perfect in every sense. There are a few things that I dislike about it. 1. Razer provides absolutely no driver at all. This is completely ridiculous. I found out the hard way after installing Windows 10 and deleting the backup partition. I only managed to get everything working correctly after downloading Razer's recovery image, recover the Windows 11 installation, and export all the drivers. On the plus side, I now know how to reinstall all drivers quickly all at once with the pnp-util command. 2. To access boost mode, you have to have Razer Synapse running. Otherwise, the laptop defaults to balanced mode, which limits the CPU to 45 watts, and the GPU is also limited. On the plus side, the FM plus P shortcut makes switching modes very easy. 3. I suspect the thermals of this laptop is somewhat challenged. If I set the CPU to boost, which allows it to use 100 watts, it enters thermal throttling in seconds and will only operate at around 70 watts most of the time. The GPU seems to have more power headroom and can stay above 100 watts. Final thoughts. One thing that I like to share is my realization that buying consumer electronics of the last generation may be a good idea, depending on what you are after. In my case, I bought a 2022 Blade 17 for the price of a 2023 Omen 17. Hardcore gamers would certainly prefer the Omen, but normal users may have different priorities. I also noticed that smartphones such as the Sony Xperia 1 Mark IV and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, both yesteryear's flagships, can now be had for 40% off. Perhaps more so than the laptop, they make fantastic options over the latest and presumably the greatest.